Mr. Franky Barreto is an ex-Indian professional footballer with an enviable track record. Playing in his key centre-back defensive role, he has 17 caps for India. Mr. Franky is the first Goan to don the East Bengal jersey as a professional player.
He made his debut and exit from top-class football from the famed Vasco Sports Club. He has represented top clubs in India for 12 years, including Salgaonkar Sports Club, East Bengal Club, and Churchill Bros Sports Club. He is also the recipient of the prestigious Kerkar Award, the highest award for sportspersons presented by the Government of Goa.
Mr. Barreto has represented the Indian national team in the Nehru Gold Cup, the SAF Cup, in the Asian Games, as well as for the Goa University team, with the Goa State Under 21 team, Goa State Senior team, and Bengal State Senior team on several occasions.
Now based in Dubai, Mr. Franky is currently the co-founder and director of Pioneer Sports Academy and also an honorary Middle East representative of the Association of Indian Football Coaches, the AIFC. Now let's welcome Mr. Franky Barreto. So good evening, Mr. Franky. Thank you so much for joining us. And how are you today, sir?
Good evening. I'm good. Thank you.
We have a few questions for you regarding your experience as a footballer and a football coach.
Okay, go ahead.
So our first question for you is, what aspects about playing football do you enjoy the most?
I think it's the when you play football, it teaches you a lot. I think that's very important even for new generation. Being in a football team, it's more of a team player. You learn team spirit. You learn how to work in a team. It also teaches you a lot of discipline, and it's also it's basically builds you lots of soft skills, your communication skills, your leadership skills. So being in a team sports, it helps you a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So, sir, the next question is, when did you realize that you had such a strong passion for football?
Honestly speaking, my football career was an accidental. I think I never thought that I'll become a football player until I was 19. I started professional football, not professional as in serious football, when I was in my second last year of college. That's where I just got into the selection for the college team, and I got selected. And I got the first time ever I trained under a coach was that time, and I was 19 that time. So it was pretty late, but it was I can say a good decision to make that time. I think I was quite whatever success I've achieved, I achieved quickly, which I won't regret anymore anytime. So football started for me, as I said, very late, but success has followed me.
That's pretty cool. So who or what inspired you and motivated you to start playing football at the age of 19, like you said, and take it as your career?
I think there was I don't think, as I said, it was just accidental. So it not motivated me as such. During my college days, most of my friends used to be playing in the football team. And what motivated me was I had to attend classes if I don't go for football practices. So to avoid that, to be with my friends, I also joined football. So I think that was the only reason I joined football. And then it was rest was history.
So what's your biggest achievement? Something you're the most proud of?
I think the biggest achievement in my football career, if you may ask, I think winning the Federation Cup in Calcutta with Salgaonkar Sports Club against the local team, which was East Bengal, against local team plus around 106,000 spectators. Playing against a crowd of 106,000 who are all of East Bengal supporters, and we won that final in Calcutta. So I think that was the biggest achievement, which I will never forget. And I kept in the side. So that's my biggest achievement.
That's fantastic. So
we have talked about your biggest achievement, right? But now every great career you've seen until now has to have a major obstacle. So what is your major obstacle which you have faced in your career?
Okay, so I think the obstacles, it's also about see how serious are you to take football. Football is all about sacrifices. If you are not ready to sacrifice yourself for and commit yourself, then you can't become a football player. As a football player, I used to travel every day around 30 kilometers early morning for a training. So I had to wake up around 5 o'clock in the morning, get ready, be ready at the ground by 7 o'clock. So I had to ride a motorbike for around an hour to reach for the training. And those are the obstacles you had before. I mean, still players must be facing that. But then these are all sacrifices. You have to be ready, and challenges you have to be ready for it. If not, then you can't succeed. I could say. This is one of them, I can just say. But then there are lots of sacrifices that you have to do to become successful in your life as a sports person. Criticisms, if not and also you have to be mentally prepared for these things. Otherwise, if you take too much I think focus on these things, you lacking concentration on other things. So you should better focus on your football. Keep aside the criticism. These things will come on and off. They're part of football life. So I think that's how you have to learn mentally how to face these as well. Definitely, yes.
So, if you had the option and the resources, would you have ever chosen another career apart from football? And if so, what career would you have pursued?
I seriously don't know. I've been lucky enough as a football player. I have been also done my studies during my uh, football career. I finished my graduation, and in fact, after my graduation in commerce, I have enrolled myself in a law school, a law college, basically. If not for football, probably I would have taken that further. But due to football and my commitment, I couldn't attend most of the classes for this college, and I left it midway. But again, after football, I think my career I was still managed to get my master's degree done, which is, I think, one thing anyone taking football career or any sports, I think I always advise kids to take up education seriously, equally to their sports, because there are millions trying to become football players or any other sports person, but there are few who will achieve the success. But education will always be a backing if you don't success in sports.
Yeah, got it. So now the last question. Okay. What is the one piece of advice you would give to the millions of people wanting to become a footballer?
Live your dream, dream big, but don't sleep with the dream. You have to work hard to achieve it. So there's no harm to dream big. Because as I said, I've started football at the age of 19. So there's never too late for anything. It's only thing you have to be ambitious, you have to be focused, and be positive that you're going to achieve it. That's all.
Thank you, sir. It has honestly been a pleasure talking to you today. And I can say that you have inspired all three of us with your words of wisdom. And we hope
My
you have a
pleasure.
great day today.
My pleasure here. Thanks for inviting me, and wish you all the best for all three of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.